Hey, come a little closer for this one. The first night I sat down in front of the Hisense E6, I didn't scroll on my phone once, I just stayed there, watching, completely locked in. This is for the kind of person who knows when a screen changes the entire room. You're not buying a TV to fill a wall. You want that moment where everything else fades out and the space finally feels finished. You notice immersion. You notice scale. You notice when something finally matches how you imagine movie nights should feel. Before you get too far, check the current price and availability. Big format displays like this don't stay stable for long, and coming back later usually means wishing you hadn't waited. You probably remember the moment you realized your old TV wasn't cutting it anymore. Maybe it felt small. Maybe highlights looked flat. Maybe sound and picture never quite pulled you in. At some point, you stop adjusting expectations and admit you've outgrown the experience. Once you move on, there's this instant sense of relief. The picture fills your vision. Colors feel alive. Dark scenes finally have depth instead of gray haze. You stop thinking about the screen and start feeling like you're inside what you're watching. Movie nights hit differently. Cinematic scenes feel expansive and deliberate. Sports feel smoother and more engaging, like you're closer to the action. Gaming feels more immersive, not because of numbers, but because the scale and clarity keep you fully present. Even casual streaming feels elevated when the image looks this composed. You don't experience it as better specs. You feel it emotionally. Scenes land harder. Atmosphere feels richer. Once you get used to this level of immersion, going back to a smaller or flatter display feels immediately disappointing. If you're considering it, don't wait for odd stock gaps or sudden price jumps to force your hand. Large TVs always punish hesitation. Some people hesitate because they think this might be too big. That thought disappears the first night you sit down. Size isn't excess here, it's intention. It's choosing to stop compromising and let your space finally do what it was meant to do. The surprise benefit is how balanced it feels. Not harsh. Not overwhelming. Just cinematic and comfortable, even during long sessions. Your room feels like a theater. Movies pull you in completely. Details feel rich and natural. Sound and picture feel unified. You stop thinking about upgrading. It does demand wall space, and once you adjust to this scale, smaller screens start feeling inadequate fast. Eventually, comparison shopping stops making sense. At some point, you choose the screen you already picture yourself sitting in front of every night. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and wish you'd done sooner. If it's available now, trust that instinct and bring home the experience you've already been imagining.